What the hell are you doing? You sprang out from your spot when your favorite person to annoy suddenly appeared beside you. Jesus Christ! You held your chest, really panting. Did you just teleport? Captain Levi tilted his head in confusion. Jesus Christ? Was it one of your foreign words? You rolled your eyes. Whatever. What are you doing here? You winked at him teasingly while hands in your hips. Miss me already? His forehead wrinkled in irritation, but his eyes shifted from you to the dishes. Were you really stupid? He snatched the teaspoon from your hand. Even the dumbest person could do the dishes. An irk mark appeared on your forehead. If you really aren't satisfied, why don't you do it yourself? You crossed your arms around you. Call me stupid all you want, but FYI, I never do these simple tasks in my world. I have servants to do it for me, and we have this machine called dishwasher. Day. You threw your hands in the air for sarcastic effect, but it didn't work on him again. He looked to be in deep thought. Since the very beginning, they were having difficulty to understand you. Your behavior was absolute odd and terrible. You spoke like you came from another world. Sometimes you mentioned things they didn't know. Servants? Are you a noble? The captain sighed. With the attitude like that, I'm pretty sure you are a lowborn. Then he smirked. How dare him? No one called you a lowborn. I was given a task to find out everything about you. Were you really not from inside the walls? Am I not being honest since day one? Well, if it still wasn't obvious. I am not from this prehistoric world. The only walls I knew were our Great Fence and the Great Wall of China. I'm definitely sure that this country doesn't even exist in the world map. He frowned at your so-called honesty. Country? China? We will talk about this tomorrow. I want to know everything, especially what this FYI meant and the machine you mentioned. You raised an eyebrow when you noticed his interest in the dishwasher. He's really hopeless. With his severe hygiene issue, I bet he will marry a vacuum cleaner over Petra. Geez. Petra really needs alternative option. Levi snapped his fingers to snap back your senses. Stop daydreaming. For now, do the dishes and. Words left his lips when he saw his favorite teacup, now broken. Literally broken into pieces. His world suddenly stopped. He couldn't hear a thing. His vision blackened and the only thing he could see was his broken teacup. Oh, about the teacup. It slipped from my hands. You casually said. Your sweat dropped as you felt the menacing dark aura from him. His face covered in shadow. Then you realized that it was his. Oh, it was yours? Blame it the soap. Still not moving. His eyes got more darker. OMG. Don't tell me it was your mom's? I'm so sorry. I know I am a total ass, but I never intend to. Oh shit. I will fix it, even it's impossible. It was really impossible. The teacup didn't just break apart. Some part of it was totally pulverized. Then your bitch side smacked your head to remind you to bitch around. From guilty girl to biatch again. Come on. It was just a teacup. With your salary you could buy another. You immediately took a step back when the teacup lover / clean freak took a step forward. You got goosebumps as his predatory eyes became visible behind the strands of his hair. Oh dear. Before he could say anything, you jumped away from him. You tried your best to make a distance, but he was trying to corner you. Until your back bumped the other side of the kitchen counter, where the rest of the teacups were peacefully placed. It was really your big day, and the heaven decided to make it more entertaining. With your careless hands, the teacups were shoved off from the counter. They fell to the floor with slow motion effect. Oh shit. Sorry. Captain Levi stared down at the broken teacups with a broken heart. He looked at them as if they were just his lovers who just died. He must really love them, and you just killed them with your evil hands. He raised his gaze on you, his jaw clenching. 10 laps. What? You asked, blinking in confusion. No. 20 laps. You were about to speak when the rest of the squad came into the scene. Petra gasped, her eyes scanning the floor. All of them wore a horrified face. Oh, come on guys, there's no sense getting agitated. It's not like someone just died. Run 30 laps. Your eyes back to Captain Levi as he yelled at you. Do it now. He grabbed a hold of your wrist and shoved you to the door, not caring if everybody's watching. But you stood your ground. And why would I do that? For breaking my precious teacups. He hissed, a vein popped in his neck. You purposely faked a sad face to mock him, that's it. Oh my god, I just had heart palpitations. Let me give you an Oscar. You squinted your eyes and pouted your lips, then flipped your hair. It was your normal bitch face and you didn't do that on purpose. 40 laps. Talk back again and I will make it 50. The other squad members were looking back and forth between you and Captain Levi. They were surprised that Captain Levi still hadn't breaking your neck for killing his cute little friend Teacups. Actually, Eld was only watching his captain with amusement. It was the first time to see him like this. Perhaps, he believed that you are the light that will finally pierce through the hard thick layer of stone around his captain's heart. After all, you were the only woman who could talk that way to him. What are you waiting for? Do you want me to make it 50? What's so big deal? You gritted your teeth for a second before you spoke again. Are we going to talk about these cheap teacups the whole night? Can't we just move on? Sir. He grabbed your collar and lifted you an inch from the floor. We are not, because you're gonna run until you die. 50 laps for disrespecting me. He blew on your ear before he threw you to the floor once again. That hurt. You pushed yourself up and leaned your back against the wall. Next time push me to the wall to make it look hot. You said, fixing your shirt. And if you want to grab my tits, just say so. I am happy to oblige. Petra and the rest of the squad members choked on their own saliva. For tomorrow's punishment, clean the stable, clear the garden and run another 100 laps in the evening. From now on, you will know what hell is like. At the mention of the word stable, your naughtiness fades as anger started to build up inside you. What the hell is your problem? I don't want to clean the stable. Not again. You almost cried. It was sincere. You really hate the stable. I'd rather get spanked in the ass as a punishment than to do that shit again. They all looked at you, deadpan. Levi, who had enough, tried his best to calm down. It was pointless to keep arguing with you. No matter how much he tried, he just couldn't break you. Discipline was not in your vocabulary. Spank. With a sigh, he walked past you. He was about to push you again, but your words earlier flashed on his mind. Push me to the wall to make it look hot. Yet. He really wanted to push you against the wall, but he will not do it romantically. He wants to crush your bones to pieces just like what you did to his teacups. Without looking back, he finally gave up and said, fine. Just run 20 laps tomorrow. Clear the garden. That's it. He left the kitchen and went straight to his room. We will take over your task here. After all, you still have to do your punishment. Petra said. Are you sure? That shorty would have an absolute fit again. His wrath and this chore are the least of your worries. You have to run 50 laps tonight. Oluo patted your shoulder for moral support and added, God bless your soul. Don't listen to him. You are special and you have a strong personality. This punishment is just a piece of pie to you. Piece of pie. Eld patted your other shoulder, trying to make you feel upbeat. Don't worry. 50 laps are nothing. If you start now, it will be over soon. That was a lie. You passed out around 30 laps and you slept in the grass until the sun ray burned your skin. You slowly opened your eyes and met with ocean blue eyes. You unconsciously parted your lips in awe. But it was him. Tisk. If you want to kiss me, just do it already. Levi, who slightly get used by your mockery, didn't even waver from your overused phrase. Instead he decided to play your teasing game as well. Did you eat horseshit? Or was it your morning breath? He said with a grin. You frowned darkly. Never make fun of a person who just woke up. Before you could push his face away, he stood up, not even offering to help you get up. Well, good morning, Miss Very Obedient Girl. Time to get up. Clean yourself, eat your breakfast and wear your uniform. You have long list to do today. I hope cleaning the stable wasn't on the list, or I will shove my horse stick in your ass. You murmured. What did you just say? Nah. I said I am looking forward to do your lovely task again. Good. Good. I'm making progress then. But I have to do something with your stinking mouth. Levi said to himself, but he wasn't talking about your morning breath. Last night, he didn't sleep, thinking about you. He was so pissed, he wanted to rip your body apart and feed you to the titans. Then, an evil light bulb lighted on his head. He finally figured out how to handle you. If he couldn't break you with his iron hands, he will do the opposite. The whole night, his room was emitting evil aura. You went straight to your room to get some clothes. You were really dying to have a bath after you slept with ants, minipedes, and beetles on the grass last night. Upon seeing the well again, you suddenly felt so lazy. But at least today, you have enough sleep to do your bath properly. What are you doing? Your head snapped to Levi, who was standing not 5 meters away from you. His forehead was wrinkled in irritation. What the hell is his problem again? Gonna take a bath? You replied with a shrug. Are you really that kind of woman? Don't you have any shame left in your body? Your eyebrows clashed in confusion. You were just simply gonna take your bath and you didn't see any problem in that, especially it was his command to clean yourself before breakfast. The hell? Maybe your annoying attitude was rubbing off on him. Well, good for him. He strode towards you with a menacing glare. In case you had no idea, the bathroom was built to use. He grabbed your shoulder and started to push you back to the castle. Now go. Wait. Did he just think I'm gonna take a bath in the well again? Your lips formed into an evil grin. Well, let's use this as advantage. Nymeria Best Actress mode activated. You removed his hands in your shoulder and you turned to face him. No. It was so tiring. I'd rather do it here. The captain frowned at your reason. Let me remind you, since you were really stupid. Eld, Alo, Gunter, and I are men. He poked your forehead with his index finger. And you are a woman. You really wanted to play nice, but you can't help but to retort back. Let me rephrase that. Eld, Alo, Gunter, and you have dicks. Me and Petra have vaginas. He balled his fists in anger, but he breathed out and in to calm himself. He reminded himself that he needs to be patient. Now that you were informed, please do me a favor and go to the bathroom. He gestured the way to the bathroom. No. You pouted to act like a cute girl, but it turned to be an annoying gesture for Captain Levi. I have to do back and forth for the water. It was so tiring. Just think of it as your training. I did 30 laps last night. My legs are complaining. Then use your hands and arms. You hissed like a cat as he smirked at you. I will do it here. Please do me a favor and leave. His smirk widens. Fine. I'll stay here then. Your blood boils, but you tried to hide it. This jerk is teasing you. No. Both of you are playing this teasing game and no one wants to back down. You slowly smiled and tucked your hair behind your ear. The captain slightly flinched as he felt the angelic aura around you. But if someone will help me with the water, I might consider it. He stared at you with a scowl. As if he will waste his time for a mere annoying outsider. Trying to give me hell. Nat. I will give you hell. You laughed in your mind. Petrus said there was this gentleman who really cares for everyone. I wished he will help me. You added. At the mention of the word gentleman, he felt proud. But he knew you were trying to make him help you with this pathetic method. Well, if you would just ask him nicely, perhaps he is willing to help. What was his name again? You said it out loud and you looked around but him for annoying effect. Until your eyes landed to him. Oh. His name is Olo. The captain was extremely unhappy with the name you mentioned. Was he expecting his name? And I will also ask him to wash my back since my arms are too short to reach it. You said, grinning as you watched his face became darker. The captain cleared his throat, a dust of pink shade in his cheeks. Fine. I will help you with the water. Go to the bathroom now before I change my mind. With a triumphant grin, you turned around and made your way to the bathroom. And I won again. Meanwhile, Captain Levi was piercing holes in your back. Don't breathe a sigh of victory yet, Nymeria, the day just started.